stuff. And he came, and I remember him dipping his hand in alcohol. And he lit it on fire and watched the alcohol burn off of his hand. It don't burn because the alcohol protects my hand. And I thought that was crazy. Until I started seeing this generation pouring alcohol all over their chest and over their stomach and didn't realize that it was getting on their pants too. And lighting their whole torso on fire. And didn't realize it was going to burn your pants. So now you done got this off, but your pants on fire now. Now young people are dying from this stuff. I'm telling you, parents, you got to keep your eyes open. If you start to see alcohol and cigarette lighters and stuff, and you ain't got no business having a cigarette lighter in your house, but you're seeing matches and all that stuff in your bathroom, you need to know what's going on. Because they're doing this crazy stuff and then putting it all on Facebook and Twitter and all those places. And now the enemy got this generation thinking that's funny. It's funny right up until somebody's dying. And I hope, and I pray that nobody ever sends me a video of not a single young person from my church doing no crazy stuff like that. Parents, if you see it and you don't know how to whoop, we need to have a whooping committee, just a contract committee that we pay just for chastening. How many of y'all joined the whooping committee? All right, well, we got plenty of whoopings to go around. Somebody got to tell this generation better than this. This is self-destructive, and nobody understands that if you die, that's it. You ain't coming back. You laughing. What if you burn up? Ain't that sad? You die burning and then you burn again. Because my mama always told me, if you die doing something stupid, you're going to go straight to hell. That kept me from doing a whole lot of stuff. If you mess around and die doing something stupid, you going to hell. Now they got this new pass out challenge. What these young folk, what is it, 20? Let me hush. I don't want to tell you how to do it. But they doing all this stuff, and then somebody literally sits there with their hand on your chest and pressing your chest to stop your heart from beating. And next thing you know, everybody just going out and they laughing at you because you done fell all over the floor with your behind up in the air and just sitting there shaking because you convulsing from this, and everybody just laughing and posting. This stuff ain't funny. This stuff ain't fun. And this generation is doing it because it's what everybody else has done. Listen, what you need more than anything else, if you're going to survive now, you need a mind of your own. See, and I'm starting to sound like my mom and dad. That's how I know I'm getting old. They used to say simple things to us. Things like, if everybody else jumped off a cliff, would you jump off a cliff? Oh, that's so. And I'm finding myself saying the same stuff because I'm understanding now the power of peer pressure and being placed under pressure from the people all around you doing the same stuff. And now here it is. You either got to be accepted or you got to be willing to stand all by yourself. And you don't hardly have people that know the power of standing by yourself. And so now you got all of these things going on. And it's only because the enemy has a plan for this generation. Let's look at the text and I'm done. You have 4 young men who have now been taken into Babylonian captivity. They are now prisoners of war. But when they come, they bring the knowledge of the one true God. And even though Azariah, Hananiah, and Mishael, Hananiah and Mishael, and even Daniel were given Babylonian names, Belteshazzar, Abednego, and all of the, even though they tried to change their identity, they didn't allow them to separate them from the God that they served. And you know you got to be careful, because this generation will seek to merge your identity with theirs. But you got to be willing to stand out and stand apart. Here's what happens, and I'm done. The prince of the eunuchs come and he says, listen, the king needs goodly people. The king needs people to stand before him, but just anybody can't stand before the king. You've got to prepare to stand before the king. So we put you on a 3-year preparation. And over the course of the 3 years, just like they did Esther, you had to be fed a certain thing to purify your system. You had to be purified. You had to bathe in oil and fragrances and perfumes, because everything had to be right when you stood before the king. And so they said, it's going to take us 3 years to get you ready. And over the course of those 3 years, we're going to feed you the king's meat, and we're going to let you drink the king's wine, because you got to know the king is going to have the best of everything. And if you're going to serve the king, then you've got to be in the shape that we need you to be. And so the only way we know how to do that is to feed you what the king eats and to allow you to drink of the king's wine. But the Bible says Daniel, Hananiah, Azariah, and Mishael said, we will not defile ourselves with the king's meat. In other words, we're not going to subject ourselves to doing this the way everybody else is doing it. You know why? Because I serve a God that won't allow me to mix and mingle. The Bible says, listen, Daniel, if I do this, you put my head on the line, because if you are not right for the king, then he's going to look at me and think I didn't do my job. Daniel says, listen, just give us 10 days. And in those 10 days, give us pulse and give us water to drink, and then check us out and see if we're not where we need to be. The Bible said Daniel and 3 Hebrew boys, all of them were thrown in there with everybody else from Babylon. But at the end of 10 days, the Bible says when they came to inspect them, their countenance was fairer. Their bodies were even fatter. They had greater things going on for them. And it was not simply because of where they were, but the Lord was their advantage. God's not going to let us down. And you've got to understand that now. If you make it the only reason why you're going to survive, it's because God is your advantage. You don't have to do things like everybody else is doing it, because it's only a little while before the enemy pulls the sheets off and snatches the rug. And things are going to come crashing down. But if you're rooted and grounded, if you're where you need to be in God, you're going to be all right. Listen, you don't have to get there the way they're getting there. You're different from what they are. You don't have to do it the way they're doing it, because you're different from them. And God is your advantage. But I guarantee you this: if you'll commit your way to the Lord, you're going to be better. You're going to be fairer, and God's going to cause you to increase in whatever it is that you do. I don't care what nobody says. God will never leave you at a disadvantage. I've just never seen him do it. I've been living for the Lord and serving the Lord quite a while now, and I have never ever seen God leave his people at a disadvantage. And I'll tell you what Daniel said that stood out to me. Daniel said, if I do it your way, I defile myself. Somebody's got to stay clean. Somebody's got to stay pure. And listen, I don't care how old you are. I don't care how young you are. Somebody's got to stay clean. Somebody's got to stay pure. Daniel says, if I do it, it's a defilement to myself. But what Daniel didn't know and what the 3 Hebrew boys did not know was that the stand that they took in the beginning made them the people that they needed to be for the fiery furnace and for the lion's den. If they had have compromised in the beginning, would there have ever been the testimony of a fiery furnace? Or would there have ever been a testimony of a lion's den? Because you've got to realize once you start compromising,